I'm Richard Morecroft. It's time to get on board as we navigate through this midweek episode of Letters and Numbers. And at the helm shooting the rapids of arithmetic, Lily Serna.
Hi, Richard.
And with a weather eye on words, the sailor of syllables, David Astle.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, David. Well, actually, you are looking a little bit nautical today.
Yeah, where's my hornpipe?
Actually, last night you raised that really interesting phrase that I hadn't heard of, coming home with a wet sail. Now, we weren't quite sure what it meant, but it sounded intriguing. Have you got an answer?
Look, not yet. In fact, I've probably got 5 answers, which we can't go through now. I do want to verify which one it is, but it's a phrase that anyone who enjoys watching sport of any kind has heard that cliche, to come home with a wet sail, to come home from behind, but I've yet to establish precisely why that's the case in sailing. So please watch this space. I'll do some deep research.
It'll be a continuing saga.
It will be.
Now let's say hello to our contestants. And first up, our carryover champion, doing wonderfully well at the moment over the last few nights, Kashi, who's a teacher and who's travelled to over 30 countries. That's a fair bit of travelling, Kashi. Was there a favourite destination for you?
New York City is definitely one of the most exciting places on earth, I think. I also spent a lot of time in India, and that's a place that's very
That's
fond
quite
in
a
my heart.
contrast, really, in terms of what you would like about New York and the things you found appealing in
Definitely
India.
different things that appeal about both of those places.
Well, good luck tonight, Kashi. And ready to challenge Kashi is Robin Wedd, who's an oceanographer with a PhD in physics. Robin's job involves predicting the climate up to a year ahead. Oh, welcome, Robin. That sounds extremely interesting. Do you actually use the ocean currents to be able to try to figure out so far ahead what's happening?
We take all the observations we can of the ocean and the atmosphere and a model of the oceans that we've developed, and we feed these into a supercomputer and analyse what comes out. And hopefully this will predict the ocean state for about a year ahead.
How reliable does that usually seem to be with your predictions?
We're okay out to about 2 or 3 months with general climate results, but out to a year it's pretty fuzzy.
Well, we hope there's some good predictions coming up and good competition tonight. A warm welcome, please, for our 2 contestants, carryover champion Kashi and challenger Robin Wedd. And let's launch into our first game of the night straight away, the letters game. And Kashi, could you make the first selection of letters, please?
Can I have a consonant, please, Lily?
You can, thank you, Kashi, starting with an S.
And a vowel, please?
A,
And another consonant, please?
R,
Another consonant?
C,
A vowel, please?
E,
Another vowel, please?
I,
A consonant, please?
Y,
And one more consonant?
N,
And I'll finish with a vowel, please, Lily.
and lastly, A.
Thank you, Lily. I'll start the clock. First word for tonight. How many letters, Kashi?
Only 6.
And how about you, Robin?
Could only manage 5.
What was your 5?
My 5 was racy.
And your 6?
Was cranes.
Cranes. David?
Now, racy, I think, is actually without an E, Robin, so that would unfortunately annul that pot. And your word again, Kashi?
Was cranes.
Cranes is fine for 6, and I also went with birds, not parrots for the sailor's costume, but canaries as a possible 8. C-A-N-A-R-I-E-S.
So, 6 for Kashi. Moving on to our second letter game, and Robin, what would you like this time?
Could I have a consonant first, please, Lily?
You can, Robin, thank you, starting with a B.
And a vowel next, please.
O,
Another consonant, please.
S,
And another vowel.
I,
And another vowel, please.
A,
And a consonant, please.
P,
And another consonant, please. vowel, please.
U.
And another vowel, please.
And to finish, E.
Let's start the clock. How many this time, Robin?
I think I have 6.
An optimistic 6. Kashi,
Only 5.
what was your 5?
It was cubes.
Cubes. The 6, Robin?
Is scaby.
Scaby. Now, as a nasty little mite disease, I think, scabies. But is there an individual scabie, David?
I'm looking for a scabie as we speak. Scabies in the plural, yes, several infectious skin diseases. Unfortunately, Robin, not scabies singular. So we have to come back to Kashi, who found cubes for 5 as the winning word. I actually found the word auspice, A-U-S-P-I-C-E, which is another word for an omen, a tool of divination for a possible 7.
Well, thank you, David. 5 points again to Kashi, bringing her to 11. So it's a strong start for Kashi in that very first round, but let's see what the numbers game brings. Our players will try to get as close to the target number as they can, and Kashi, it's your selection for us, please.
This time I'd like to have 5 small and 1 large, please.
5 small and 1 large. Thank you, Kashi. All right. Our numbers are 1, 9, 8, 3, and another 9. And the large number is 75. And the target to reach is 563.
Thanks, Lily. Let's head for the target. Kashi, how close to the target did you get?
I got 561.
Okay, 2 off. What about you, Robin?
I believe I have 563.
Well, we hope you're right. Take us through your method, please.
Well, I started with 75 times 8.
75
600.
by the 8 gives you 600.
Then I subtracted 9 times 3 to give 573.
Subtract the 27, which gives you 573.
Then I subtracted 9 plus 1 to give 563.
Subtract the 9 plus 1, which gives you 563.
Right on target. Very nicely done, Robin. And that was the best way to approach it, do you think, Lily?
It was a perfect way.
Absolutely. So, 10 points to Robin, getting him well onto the scoreboard and making it a very close competition. Robin's on 10, Kashi on 11. Heading for a break, but that means a word mix for you, and this time it's lie, comma. And the clue, a soothing distance. Back after the break.